No good Cars media is complete without a formal villain. No, I'm not calling Francesco a villain because I think of him more so as a rival. So that is, of course, why Jackson Storm has entered the garage today, because, of course, we need a villain in this GRC Global Racers Cup race, and he fits the part perfectly. So welcome on back, everyone, to the Cars Garage. Today, of course, it is time to review Jackson Storm, the very first Cars 3 character to be included in this brand new GRC line of diecast that Mattel has made for 2024. It's so awesome that I found him in a 2-pack with Miguel Camino before the single, because now I can get 2 cars in one. But we're not actually going to be reviewing both of them today. I'm going to save Miguel for the next review. Jackson will get the spotlight today. I haven't been able to find him as a single yet because, of course, Case K has not hit Canada yet. But that's okay, because 2024 Case Y for 2-packs has, and that's how I was able to get this so early on. This case of 2-packs also included the very, very cool kitties and movie prop from the B-movie episode of Cars on the Road. We have Nicole Revwell, Jesse Whelan, and the movie prop, and I just realized today, because somebody commented it, so thank you to whoever commented that the little holes in the bottom of the movie prop are actually for Nicole and Jesse to put their little forks in. That's why they had these little fork, like, gripper things, as I was calling them in the review. But it is a little bit hard to get them out. It's not hard to get them in. And I find that when you put them on, like, a level surface and you have them in, Jesse kind of like wants to go up because he doesn't weigh as much as Nicole. But either way, it's pretty cool. Nice little gimmick. But anyway, shifting the focus back over to GRC Jackson Storm. I really don't have very many Jackson Storm variants. Just, of course, the regular one from China and Thailand. Then I have this plastic glow racing one. And then I have this XRS Mud Racer one. And I do actually have, I guess, 2 other pretty notable ones, which I have off to the side here. Let me get them out. I got the Silver Racers one and the Steel Blue variant, of course, as well. Both very cool and a little bit on the rare side. Not so much a silver one, but the Steel Blue one is pretty rare. And I don't know, I just never opened them. The silver one I actually got from Mr. Docket, so maybe I'll have to review them one day. But I don't think I'll open the Steel Blue one unless I get a second one, because he is pretty rare, like I said. And then the Racing Red one, he's really cool, but I don't have that one, unfortunately. So there have been a lot of variants of Jackson Storm, I just don't have many of them, so I won't be able to do too many comparisons today. But either way, it'll still be a great review. We have Jackson Storm's altered artwork here, as you can see. He is decked out with all of the GRC logos and everything. Very, very nice. And he has his little 20 emblem down there. Yeah, it is 20, not 2.0. I've kind of just realized that I've, thought long and hard about it, but I've come full circle and I realize now that it is indeed 20, because some of my friends, like Mr. Talkit, actually kind of let me know this. And also, I realized in Cars 3, when you see the scoreboards for the one race, I think it was Florida, Florida 500, you actually see it, and it's like in that digital kind of way it's written, and it doesn't say 2.0 or O2, it just says 2.0, so obviously 2020. So yeah, I think that is his number after all, but for a long, long time, I thought that it was indeed 2.0, but I guess that doesn't really make sense. That would be a very small number. No other racers really have any numbers that small. But anyways, here is Miguel. He is very cool, and I will be reviewing him soon. Here's a nice little sneak peek of his new GRC diecast next to the original one. But I'm not reviewing him today, so you just gotta wait your turn, Miguel. Jackson Storm came out first within the singles world, so that's why I'm doing him first. And I did make a little poll, but I literally just posted it, and I only saw 2 votes, and both were for Jackson Storm. So it may have more now, and maybe they're all for Miguel. I don't know, but either way, I think people want to see Storm before Miguel, so it really doesn't matter. Both of these guys are getting reviewed very, very soon, like back to back, actually. So GRC on the back, we got McQueen and Shu, and then Storm and Miguel. I gotta say, Miguel's eyes look kind of weird with this stock image here, but whatever. Either way, without any further ado, guys, I'll be right back with Mr. Jackson Storm in his GRC form Oh, opened up. This just almost doesn't feel right, guys. Seeing a Cars 3 character mixed into this series with all these Cars 2 characters. I mean, this is really cool, but also very strange to see because I just never thought Mattel would do anything like this. I mean, I'm not really surprised Giant Storm's in the series. He's a popular character in the newest Cars movie, but of course, I'm more so surprised by the fact that Mattel would bring back all these Cars 2 characters into the series, but I guess how else do you do Global Racers Cup, right? You can't just do a bunch of next gens because they're all just from the States, of course. Anyways, though, here is Jackson Storm all GRC-ified. He looks absolutely phenomenal. So let's just get right into it, guys. I really do like his new expression. They did not change his mouth, which is upsetting. I really thought they did for this one, but nope. Right when I got him out of the package, I realized and I was like, come on, they didn't change his actual model, which sucks, but whatever. It's still cool, both of them, I think. This one's China. Let's might as well compare him with the Thailand one, of course, because they're a little bit more similar. So they do have the same mouth, which means I think most likely they had the same casting. So they didn't change that. Both have plastic eye inserts, and they did change that, which is cool. Just like Shu Todoroki. They didn't change the mouth, but they changed the eyes. And it does make the world of a difference. I'd never really been a big fan of Jackson Storm's overall expression before, so now just changing the eyes does make a big difference because, I mean, even if he had a different mouth, like if it wasn't a frown, it was a smile, you wouldn't really be able to see it because he's so dark, so it really doesn't matter all that much. I like it though. I like it a lot more than the old one, that's for sure. I've never really been a big fan of Storm's expression, like I said, or his color. It's so like gray. It just I don't know, it doesn't look that great, and it's obviously I think at least supposed to be darker than it is. He does have a two tone. It's more like black in the back, and then most of them is just like this gray color. But it's not even like a gunmetal gray. It doesn't even look that cool, to be honest. It does in the movie, but not really as a diecast, in my opinion. But either way, they did darken it up here, and in fact, they actually kind of did the opposite because they made this part like around his mouth area and his hood and everything really dark and black, and then they kind of like lighten it up as it goes upwards towards the roof and stuff, which is kind of different. He does have the hexagonal design all around, and it fades off into the black, of course, once it gets to the hood, which is very reminiscent of some other ones. But he actually has like two sets of hexagons, which is cool. He's got these darker black ones, and they're bigger, and then he's got these smaller gray ones that are like inside the big ones, which is really cool. Really, really nice. I love this design a lot. Looks great on Storm. On the side, let's get a zoom in on this because this is all new, of course, brand new decals. Looks like we even have a new sponsor, which is or Revolu. I don't know, Revolu. I don't know how exactly to say. I've never seen that one before. I'm assuming it's also from Cars 2. I don't think that one was on Francesco. Francesco has the most amount of them, but I don't think he has that one. No, he doesn't. So Jackson Storm's missing out on Rev, but he does have Petrola, Ravioli, Revolu, and Ride. And then it says Piston Cup Legend or Piston Cup Champion. That's what it says. That is cool. How does McQueen not have that Piston Cup Champion? It's just because of how many wins he had, I guess, when he was a rookie in Cars 3. I guess that's why he got that. We still don't have a regular Piston Cup Champion Jackson Storm diecast, so I am getting sick of seeing this logo on all of the Jackson Storm Expanded Universe line variants, but then not having it for the regular Storm. I just don't understand why they couldn't throw us a bone and, put it on the regular Storm diecast and remove the rookie racing stripes in the back. Doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe change the expression too. Anyways, though, it says Igniter Liquid Adrenaline. That is, of course, still his sponsor, but it's not on the hood. Instead, it says GRC. I love how that cyan blue color and the white just pop off the black. He's so dark, and it just looks so cool to have all of these nice, bright decals because they just like pop off in a really cool way. It's like a midnight steel. Like it's not steel blue Jackson Storm like the other one, but it's midnight steel Jackson Storm. But it's actually GRC Jackson Storm. On the side, he has a black R, which is different. Most of them is like white and blue or white. I think on one of them it's even like red. I guess not. It's always been white and blue, but now it's white and black, which is cool. He has the big old storm symbol, and instead of it just being, the typical kind of design, it is a little bit different, of course. It's lightened up, and all the little storms, they're still there, but they're, I feel like, maybe clearer than this Thailand one, which is cool. So maybe they up the decal quality a little bit. But I don't know. It's got this white outline around it now. Other than that, it's really just lighter, and it has the GRC logo, of course, inside of it, which is really cool. I love that though. Every single Jackson Storm, it always has the Storm logo because I mean he is Jackson Storm. It's like Lightning McQueen's lightning bolt. He needs it in some way, shape, or form. You can add some flames to the end of it. You can do a gradient like the road trip one, but he needs to have a lightning bolt, just like Storm needs to have his storm symbol, which is cool. Anyways, though, he does still have the number 20 like we talked about earlier. I think it is indeed 20, not 2.0, but I'm not really 100% sure, to be honest. But I mean, there's definitely something in there. I think it's just stylized to look like it says 2.0, but it really is 20 because I mean, I've just never seen a number so low with Piston Cup racers. Even in real life with NASCAR racers, they're not really like that. They don't have low numbers, except for that's true. What about the intersection flipped over? Jimmy Cables, of course, both of them they had the number 00, so I take that back. Anyways, though, yeah, the number 2.0 is a little bit different. For whatever reason, they decided to scrunch it up. I guess that's why, because he has it in the emblem. It's weird that McQueen does not have his number in an emblem. He doesn't have an emblem at all. I mean, even the World Grand Prix McQueen, even though he does still have the big 95, he still has a World Grand Prix emblem and then it says 95, but this one does not. Is it on this side? No, it's not on that side. So, yeah, I don't know. He's the only one. I like that. The odd one out. I kind of wish they would have added it. Then it would have just made him look more cluttered. But they did add it for Storm, so that's cool. I don't really know where else they would have put the 2.0 other than in that. I guess they just could have left it, not in that. But I don't know. Either way, they put it, so that's cool. And then there's a little white triangle to indicate to the pit crew where to lift him up to change the tires. Then he has his little gas cap back here, of course. The top is really cool. He does have a little 2.0 there too with the cyan blue little point there, little decimal. And then his wing here is plastic, but it looks good. It's a dark blue, which is really cool, really different. I think actually, yeah, he's all dark blue on the back. That is cool. I didn't even realize that. Wow, that is awesome. 2.0 scrunched kind of inwards a little bit more. It's not as wide as before. So that looks pretty cool. Just to change it up, looks different. And then it says Global Racers Cup on the back, of course, nicely spelt out there. You can see his taillights there too. Very modern looking and nice. I love this dark blue hexagon design on the back. It looks even better than on the top here with the gray hexagons, the dark ones and the light ones together. This just looks even better in my opinion. But I'm glad that he does have some different colored hexagons all around him. Looks good. It's nice to, have different design elements on different parts of a car's body. Really cool. He does have the roof flaps up there too and the plastic windows. And then let's take a look at these rims. They look pretty nice. They are just black, of course, or maybe they painted them gray. It's hard to tell. I think they're just black, but they did do a great job detailing them because he actually has every single one of, well, not really on this side so much, but on this side at least. I know I saw, well, actually, no, they tried, but they didn't really get them spot on, unfortunately. But they at least tried to make every single little rivet in the rims there made blue, which is cool. That's pretty wild, but unfortunately with this one, I know I was looking at it in the package and it looked good. It must have been the other one. I must have decided to open the wrong one, but oh well. Maybe I'll open a single if it looks better because they didn't really put the little paint circles in the right spot. They don't really go like on the little parts where they embossed it to obviously look like rivets. Oh well, either way, they did put the nice trim on his rims there with a Lightyear text. I might actually have. Do I have it? No, I don't have it. I don't know where it went. My other 2-pack. I was going to show you guys. It looked better in the package, to be honest, when they actually did it right. But anyways, this side is painted up to look the exact same, of course. It is not different, which kind of sucks. But oh well, they don't have to change it for every single GRC racer. But they did for McQueen, so it kind of made me think they would. But they didn't. Anyways, on the bottom here, T24A is the date stamp. Very flat base, but that's what we kind of come to expect with good old Jackson Storm. And oh no, you guys saw it. You guys saw it, now you can't unsee it. GRC Miguel. I know, I already opened him. I actually just decided to film the first part of the Miguel review, like right after I opened up Jackson Storm. But I will not show him just yet. I want it to be a surprise to see how he looks. Although I don't think too many people are eager to see him because while I was finishing up the first part of this video, I decided to check the poll, see how it was doing, and I actually realized that Jackson Storm was winning by a landslide. So I am glad I decided to review him first. But I don't know. I feel a little bit bad for Miguel. I really did think that people would be more excited to see him get reviewed, especially because I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on it, but I think it'd be the first review on the internet for GRC Miguel. Whereas Storm, I think other people like Mr. Docket have already reviewed him. Anyways, though, here is a nice little comparison of the two side by side. Of course, we already kind of compared them, though. They're pretty cool. I think this new one's definitely cooler than this one. It's definitely better, in my opinion. And then I had this plastic Glow Racers version of Storm here, but it'll be better when I can get the metal one whenever it is released, and then we can compare the two again when I review that one. Probably won't be for a little while, though, but they are kind of similar with their shade of blue that they have on them. There's a lot more of it on the Glow Racing Storm, but it's definitely prevalent on both. And then here is this one's not really much of a comparison, but it is indeed the Mud Racing version of Storm. And then we even have the Blue Steel one, like I said, but he's in the package, so it's a little bit hard to show and compare. And then here's the silver one. Anyways, though, guys, this, I think, is it for this review. I hope that you guys did enjoy it. I give Storm his little trophy there. Put all the GRC racers up front and center with him. And anyways, I don't think I have too much else to say. So I hope that you guys did enjoy this review. Thank you as always for watching. I'll see you next time right here on the Cars Garage.